Hello, welcome to CCDTV News. I'm Eren Yoruk.
And I am Mamuzo Nwokoro. Coming up on today's episode, we have got everything you need to stay in the know. From the latest weather check and exciting weekend happenings to top headlines from Conestoga College and around the region. We are also spotlighting a special student story you won't want to miss. And then we'll wrap things up with a movie pick, trailer included. It's informative, fun, and it's all happening right here on CCDTV News. Stay with us and don't forget to follow, share, and tell your friends too. Now, over to Erin for the weather report.
As we welcome 2026 and the new semester, winter is definitely making its presence felt. Yesterday, a major winter storm hit the Waterloo region, causing significant disruptions to transportation and widespread service delays. Conestoga College campuses were also closed throughout the day to ensure everyone's safety. Mamuzo, how do you usually spend those kind of days? Like, do you go outside, enjoy the winter, or stay home cozy with your blanket?
Well, I'm not a winter girl, I must say, but sometimes I go outdoors because I want to enjoy winter regardless. Yesterday, I actually got to build snowman with my children. It was fun. What about you, Erin?
Oh, nice. I prefer staying inside with my blanket.
Cozy up!
And luckily, after today's snow, things are starting to settle down as we head into Friday evening. Thursday's heavy snow will taper off tonight, leaving us with a low on -11. Saturday offers a brief break with cloudy periods and a high of -1. But the cold returns on Sunday as temperatures dip back to -7 with light flurries. Looking ahead to next week, Monday brings another 2 to 5 centimeters of snow and gusty winds. But the real story is Tuesday. It will be the coldest day of the week with plenty of sun, but a bone-chilling low of -18. Bundle up and stay safe on the roads. But don't let the cold keep you indoors. Now, over to Mamuzo for a look at what's happening around the town this weekend. Mamuzo?
Well, now to the weekend events. If you're looking for something fun to do this weekend, here are some great local events you won't want to miss. Here are top picks across the region this weekend. Now, if you've ever wondered how winter can be both chill and hype, we've got just the event for you. The Reky Darty is gearing up to be one of Waterloo's most exciting winter day parties, and I think it's worth marking on your calendar. Taking place at Kentucky Bourbon and Barbecue, 103 King Street North, Waterloo, this 19-plus indoor and outdoor winter celebration kicks off at 3 p.m. and runs until 7 p.m., giving you a perfect afternoon mix of vibes, music, and community energy. Show up in your best winter outfits, your après-ski style. The party spills from cozy indoor spaces out to a winter patio, giving you options whether you want to dance, hang, or just soak up the scene. With live DJs and winter drink specials, you can sip and truly enjoy winter and maybe create some memories too. Tickets are priced at about $17.26 until January 17th at 3 p.m. So snag yours before the price goes up or the event sells out. But just remember, this is for 19 years and older, so you would need a valid ID to get in and, of course, bring all the energy. This year, the 6th annual Lights Winter. Winter doesn't have to be cold and dark, especially in Stratford. This year, the 6th annual Lights on Stratford Winter Festival is once again transforming downtown into a glowing wonderland that's free, interactive, and perfect for a night out with friends or family. Under this year's theme of Radiance, the festival celebrates light, creativity, and community, inviting visitors to stroll through luminous art installations and interactive displays that bring warmth to winter nights. The festival began on December 12, 2025 and would run through January 18, 2026 every Thursday to Sunday from 5 p.m. to 10 p.m. No tickets required, it's free for everyone. Head over to Stratford downtown and experience the magical radiant lights. Now, looking for something a little different to do this weekend? Stratford again is turning up the fun factor with a glow-in-the-dark twist on a classic Canadian pastime. At the heart of the winter festivities, the Glow and Throw curling experience invites families, friends, and first-timers to discover curling in a whole new light, literally. Hosted at Stratford Country Club, 53 Romeo Street North, this unique indoor event transforms the club's curling facility into a neon glow-in-the-dark winter playground as part of the Lights on Stratford Festival of Lights. Participants of all ages are encouraged to wear bright, neon, or white clothing to catch every shimmer of the glowing rink. And while helmets are required for anyone under 16 and encouraged for adults too, safety doesn't dull any of the sparkle or excitement. Now, what makes this event even more fun, for just $1 per ticket, you get to try one of Canada's most iconic winter sports in a way you have never seen before. This one is for you if you're looking for something low-key, soulful, and full of good energy. Tucked away in the heart of downtown Waterloo, a casual community jazz session is creating space for music lovers and musicians to come together. Guess what? You don't have to buy a ticket. Taking place at 59 King Street North, this intimate gathering invites jazz musicians, students, creatives, and curious listeners to share the room, be spontaneous, expressive, and soak in the jazzy rhythm. Anyone can drop in, discover new sounds, and experience live jazz up close in a setting that feels personal and connected. So, if your week needs a little rhythm, warmth, and creative energy, this jazz session might be the perfect stop. And now to Erin, let's find out what's happening with the Condors this month. Erin?
Get ready, Condors fans. This weekend, the action is coming to you live on CCDTV. First up, Friday night, we have an OCAA volleyball showdown. It's the Conestoga Condors taking on the Mohawk Mountaineers. The women's game kicks off at 6 p.m., followed by the men's game at 8 p.m. Two big matches, one exciting night. Tune in and cheer for your Condors as they battle for victory. The excitement continues on Saturday with an OCAA basketball doubleheader. Our Condors face against the Humber Hawks. Catch the women's game at 1 p.m. and the men's game at 3 p.m. That's 4 games, 2 days, and all the energy you live, streaming live on CCDTV. Now, where to watch? Just go to our YouTube channel and tune on with us. Mark your calendars, grab your gear, and join us live. Let's go, Condors!
And now to the local news. Here are the news for this week. Conestoga College has announced the retirement of President John Tibbetts. After a 40-year leadership in the institution, President John Tibbetts is stepping down from the role effective January 14, 2026. He said serving the college has been the privilege of his professional life. Originally set to retire in 2024, John Tibbetts postponed his departure to support the college through a period of transition. Board Chair Martha George thanked President Tibbetts for his long-standing commitment to student success and Ontario's competitiveness. A global search for a new president is now underway. In the interim, Vice President of Institutional Strategy Norman MacDonald-Ewing will serve as interim president.
Canada's largest student job fair is returning this February. The Partnership for Employment Job Fair will take place on Wednesday, February 4th at the Benjamins Conference Center. The event runs from 9:30 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. and is open exclusively to students and alumni from Conestoga, Waterloo, Laurier, and the University of Guelph. This is a key opportunity to connect with directly more than 80 employers recruiting for co-op, summer, and full-time roles. Don't forget to register through Eventbrite and remember to bring your student ID for admission.
Ken Rector Foundation strengthens skilled trades opportunities for Conestoga students. 12 Conestoga students have been recognized this term for choosing careers in the skilled trades after receiving the Ken Rector Foundation Scholarship. The scholarship is awarded to incoming first-year students in eligible skilled trades programs and is designed to help remove financial barriers as students begin their training. Each recipient receives a $1,000 entry award, along with $1,000 per term, for a total of up to $5,000 over the course of their studies. These students, known as Kinrakta Scholars, also take on leadership roles as mentors and ambassadors for the skilled trades, helping to strengthen the future workforce both locally and internationally. Congratulations to the newest Kinrakta Scholars. This support comes at a critical time. Canada is facing a growing skills gap, with reports estimating that more than 700,000 skilled tradespeople are expected to retire by 2028. To keep up with that demand, the country will need over 167,000 new apprentices, and programs like this are helping to meet that demand. This year's scholarship recipients are studying across a wide range of trades, including woodworking technology, machining, power line technology, plumbing, electrical engineering, heavy equipment operation, and heating and refrigerating systems. This marks the fourth year of support from the Kinrakta Foundation. During the 2024-2025 academic year alone, 35 new scholarships were awarded to Conestoga students. Applications for students starting their programs in January are now open and will close on February 1st, 2026. Conestoga continues to be a provincial leader in trades and apprenticeship training, offering pathways into in-demand careers that support both industry growth and strong communities.
Grandbridge Energy is strengthening power line training at Conestoga College with vehicle donations. The local electricity distribution company recently donated a bucket truck and a cargo van in the Inter-School Skills Training Center, supporting hands-on learning for power line technician students. Grandbridge Energy employees visited the center on November 18th to deliver the vehicles and celebrate the donation. Our strong partnership with Conestoga College reflects Grandbridge Energy's commitment to developing the skilled power line technicians our industry will depend on in the years ahead, said Sarah Hodges, President and CEO. Access to real utility equipment gives students meaningful hands-on experience that builds confidence and prepares them to contribute to our increasingly electrified future. This marks the company's second donation this year. Earlier, 2 utility vehicles were donated in February. Previous donations include a bucket truck, 2 pickup trucks, and an XL pole trailer in 2022.
Shemin's business event draws record attendance at Conestoga. Conestoga College's Shemin's business event reached a new milestone this November, becoming the most well-attended event in the series to date. Held on November 5th at the Kitchener-Doon campus, the event was designed to support women and gender minorities, creating a welcoming and empowering space for students to connect with industry professionals and explore diverse career pathways within the business sector. Our highlight of the event was the alumni panel, where Conestoga graduates shared candid insights into their career journeys, challenges, and successes. Their stories offered attendees both inspiration and practical perspectives on navigating today's evolving business landscape. Students also had the opportunity to network with a wide range of industry leaders and professional associations, including the Canadian Marketing Association, CPA Ontario, National Payroll Institute, CIMA, Chartered Managers Canada, Human Resources Professional Association, Project Management Institute, and the Insurance Brokers Association of Waterloo Region. These conversations gave attendees direct access to industry knowledge, career advice, and potential professional connections. In addition, representatives from Conestoga's Talent Hub, Continuing Education, and the Conestoga Entrepreneurship Collective were on hand to discuss resources and programs available to support students' professional growth, skill development, and entrepreneurial ambitions. Shemin's business event in November was the most well-attended event in the series yet.
A Conestoga College respiratory therapy professor has been recognized for his outstanding contributions to the profession. Gino De Pinto, program coordinator and professor of respiratory therapy, has received the Pinnacle Award for the Respiratory Therapy Society of Ontario, or RTSO. Respiratory Therapy Program Coordinator and Professor Gino De Pinto received the RTSO Pinnacle Award for contributions to the profession. The Pinnacle Award honors a respiratory therapist in Ontario who has made a unique impact on the profession through vision, commitment, and dedication. De Pinto was presented the award on October 18th at the RTSO Inspire Conference in the Blue Mountains. From 2018 to 2021, as chair of RTSO Students Affairs Committee, De Pinto significantly increased student engagement, growing membership from 100 to over 500 members. Initiatives like Student RT Week challenges helped set new standards for student involvement. He also served as RTSO Director at Large from 2020, 2019, and 2021, playing a key role in organizing and modernizing the Inspire Conference, bringing together professionals and students to share knowledge and foster community. You can watch a Your Conestoga Today interview with Gino on our YouTube channel.
Winter is here in the Waterloo region, and with it comes snowstorms, icy roads, and plenty of seasonal challenges. But winter isn't just about cold weather, it's also about new experiences, especially for students experiencing snow for the very first time. Erin headed out to the Dune campus to find out how students are feeling about the season and to share some expert tips on staying safe and warm. Take a listen.
And it's snow season! Again. Welcome to CCDTV. I'm Eren Yoruk. Whether you like it or not, the winter is officially here, as you can see behind me. On Thursday night, a winter storm started and covered Waterloo Region in a blanket of white. But wait, this is nothing. There's a still long way to go. Don't ask how I know. On the other hand, citizens seem to For some of our students, snow is an old friend. But for some others, it's a whole new world. So, we went to Dune campus and asked students how they feel about it.
I love winter.
You love winter? That's great. Is it your first winter, or like you have seen it multiple times?
It would be my fourth winter.
Fourth winter here. And what was the worst one?
Maybe the first one, like the shock. Never seen it.
Experts say we could see 15 to 30 centimeters of snow this weekend and advise everyone to get prepared before hitting the road. But how do we prepare and stay ready for winter? We asked an international transition coordinator at Conestoga College.
There is no bad weather, just bad clothing. Dressing layers. We have Winners, we have Marshalls, we have Debay, Canadian Tire, and also we do recommend as well you use apps like the Flip app. This is gonna help you find great deals on that. Be aware of frostbite and be aware of extreme and low temperatures, especially if there is wind. Wear gloves, wear your toque, your hat, your ear mufflers.
Last but not least, don't forget to stop and look around once in a while. Otherwise, you could miss the beauty. Follow CCDTV on our social media channels and send us the pictures you take. See you in the next story. A movie suggestion of the week is A Man Called Otto with Tom Hanks. Otto is a grump who has given up on life following the love of his wife and wants to end it all. When a young family moves in nearby, he meets his match in quick-witted Marisol, leading to a friendship that will turn his world around.
Hey, Otto!
No. Don't you dare let that little red dog piss on my walkway again.
Ignore him, Print. He has no idea who's doing that.
Well, it was one of you. Get out of here. You cannot use this road without a permit.
Have a nice day, sir.
You know, the other guys don't do this, the guys with the white trucks. How come it's always you brown guys? And I don't mean that racially.
I'm sorry you didn't get him here earlier.
The whole neighborhood is falling apart these days.
No, stop! Oh my God. Give me the keys.
Hello.
Hello.
What's your name?
Otto.
Otto?
O-T-T-O.
I'm Abby. O-T-T-O.
Got some new neighbors.
Bye.
Nitwit husband.
I brought you some food.
Okay. Bye.
Are you always this unfriendly?
I am not unfriendly.
Okay, you're not. Every word you say is like a warm cuddle. Can you please give me a ride? I don't have a license.
You don't have a driver's license? How old are you? Clutch in and brake. Brake, the car is stopped. Don't hit the car. Brake.
I almost hit the car.
It's all right. It's a hybrid.
Well, it's all right.
How did you get in here?
Go! No. You are not taking over my bed.
I was wondering if you could help us out.
I'm not sure about this.
It's gonna be very fun.
How was it? You did a good job. You should pat yourself on the back.
Well, it's all right.
I have a cat.
You think you have to do everything on your own? But guess what? No one can.
Even if the sun don't shine,
I'm Beppo! You want to see a trick?
Yes!
Could I borrow a coin?
What did you do?
Henry, back to the corner! Sir, no! It was all the clown's fault.
All registered Conestoga students can watch this movie for free using your Conestoga credentials at the LRC website. The link for the LRC is on the description of this video and also on our Instagram account.
Well, wrapping up, don't forget to follow us on social media, subscribe, like, and share. We are at CCDTV.ca on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram.
And that concludes today's broadcast. Thanks for joining us. Have a fantastic weekend. Stay warm, and we will see you next time on CCDTV News.
Have a great day.